Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Randy and this is a response video for Tone Scott, who I saw do a thread where he would show 7 albums he has never seen on the VC. Then I saw George at Scott Spinner from Scotland do it as well, and I thought I would jump in with 7 albums I've never seen shown on the VC. This doesn't mean that they haven't been, but I have not seen them. The first one I'm going to show that I haven't seen is a group called Fool's Face. They're a power pop group. Even Angels Fall is a pretty good one. I have to get my glasses on because I can't see well enough. To Be Someone is very good. Paper Doll. Got some nice ballads and other power pop songs. They were a band from Springfield, Missouri, as opposed to Springfield, Illinois, Springfield, Ohio, or I think every state in the United States is required to have a Springfield town. I don't know if there's a Springfield, Wales, or Springfield, France out there, but anyway, from Springfield, Missouri, Fool's Face. Really nice power pop group. What's the lyrics? Kind of hard to find now. In fact, I think they had one. Their first album is like really expensive if you can find that one. But they were on the Talk Records label. That's my first one, Fool's Face. The second is a Dutch group, Herman Brood and His Wild Romance. This is on Areola Records, and this was a promo copy. So that's what their label looked like. But can't remember how I first heard of Herman Brood. I think he might have got a little bit of play on MTV. But he's kind of talk sings, a little bit. Like if Steve Forbert was more of a rocker, he would kind of sound like Herman Brood. And a few new wave touches, but interesting album from this Dutch group. Next is a Psych album by his name was Michelangelo Nigro, but he went by Michelangelo. A lot of folk in here as well, but it's interesting what the hype sticker, I found one that's still sealed. This was a re-release in 2015, I think, because the original were only like maybe 500 pressings, and if you go look on Discogs, they're over 1,000 if you want to get one of the original pressings. But it's interesting what they say on here. Fully authorized reissue of the haunted and rare 1977 Midwest psych pop masterwork. Darkly delicate and isolated, yet cosmically connected. Cosmic Brian might like to know that. It's cosmically connected. This music leaves no room for improvement. But I got a still sealed copy. And it was on, the reissue was on the, let me get out of here. It's in here tight. Oop. It's on the Anthology Records label, and a lot of folk in there as well, but he plays all the instruments with the drums on here. And this came out in 1977. He was born in, I think, Topeka, Kansas, but he grew up in Kansas City, so maybe that's why there's several of these I've seen around. And even though this came out in 2015, it had a download card that still worked. So you might be able to still get these. Like I said, the originals are like $1,000, but really interesting artist. If you like Psych, I think you would like this one. Michelangelo. Next album that I've never seen shown in the VC or seen anything by the artist shown, and it's Latimore Brown, the soul singer, and this is a compilation on Soundstage through Charlie. Well, I guess Soundstage was the label they were originally on, and Charlie's the reissue label. But it's called Every Day I Have to Cry, which was an Arthur Alexander song, and I think he actually does the best version. I know the Beach Boys have done it, Jerry Lee Lewis has done it, Dusty Springfield has covered it, but I really like his version. Okay, so this was on the Charlie label. But I saw an article by, what's his, I can't think of his name now. Well, Roger Ebert, the film critic. He wrote a little thing after he had read Latimore Brown's obituary. He called him possibly the unluckiest man and unluckiest soul singer ever. So here's the short version. I was just going to read a little bit of this about Latimore Brown and his obituary. He was born in 1931, raised by a sharecropping grandfather, returns from Korea and Vietnam to find wife pregnant with another man's child, opens a club in Dallas with silent partner Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby kills Oswald. 1966, signed to Otis Redding's touring agency, Redwall. Redding dies in a plane crash. Remarries in Knoxville, but she dies after heart surgery. Remarries in Little Rock, but she dies of lung cancer. 1974, riots at his gigs of fans of another artist named Latimore. He got confused. There was an album that just went by Latimore. His name's Latimore Brown. And the Southern Mafia puts out a contract on him because of the concert mix-ups. No royalties from the compilation record, This Is Latimore's World. All Music Guide announces his death in the 1990s, although he hadn't died. 2005, he's badly injured by Hurricane Katrina. Wife dies of a heart attack soon after. In 2007, he's stabbed and robbed in his trailer home. And he dies March 25, 2011. He's struck by a car in Pensacola, Florida, as he's crossing the street. So this guy really did have the blues. He could really sing some soul songs. Latimore Brown. This artist I've never seen shown on the VC. This is the Tom Russell Band. This is his album, Road to Bayamon, which a favorite of mine, but he's got so many that are Borderland that are really good. Which there's nothing sadder than a carnival on the road to Bayamon. And he also works with Andrew Harden, who's a wonderful guitarist. When I saw him in concert, that was his guitarist, who's amazing. Also, a wonderful song, Home Before Dark. William Faulkner in Hollywood. He seems to talk about different historical figures in a lot of his songs. Great storyteller. He also talks about actors and even movies. He did a song about the Orson Welles movie Touch of Evil. He wrote a song about Nina Simone, Mickey Mantle, the kid from Spavinaw, which is where Mickey Mantle's from, Spavinaw, Oklahoma. But like I said, wonderful singer-songwriter, Tom Russell. I haven't seen him shown on the VC before. Next is a Dutch artist, blues guitar player, Hans Stessenk, who's just wonderful. He wrote a lot of these songs. He also does, it's called Baby Wants to Boogie, but he also does a song by Mississippi John Hurt, Sliding Delta, Stones in My Pathway, Robert Johnson song, Big Bill Brunsey song, When Things Go Wrong. But the rest of them are written by him. My Baby Changed the Lock on the Door, Baby Wants to Boogie, the title track was written by him. This was on Flying Fish Records. Came out, I think, in around 85, maybe. I'm not sure, but he's a wonderful Dutch artist, Hans Stessenk, great guitar player. And the last one I'm going to show, I've never seen anybody show, Cowboy Copus. This is Country Music Entertainer #1 album. But it's on the Star Day label. He went down in the plane crash with Patsy Cline and Hawkshaw Hawkins. I don't think he gets as much recognition as some of the others, but it's a wonderful country artist, old-time country, like Bury Me Face Down so I can see where I'm going. Nice, wonderful song about cheating and death. But Cowboy Copus, that's my last one. Hope everyone's doing well and enjoyed the thread. Take care.